The big news today continues to be the inability for President Joe Biden or his administration to do anything right. Let's be straight up about this. They're not capable of doing the little things. And right now we need big things to happen, and they're failing across the board. The price of gas and diesel has been setting new cost records for days on end, punishing in America's middle class and those in the lower income scale by far more. It's doing far more damage than anything else. It looks like California's average will be over $6 a gallon by tomorrow. Inflation, driven by a reckless and out-of-touch administration, is running away from any pay increases that we've made. As people are losing faith altogether with this failed administration, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? By the way, the gas price set an all-time record today, but there is good news here because for the first time in days, diesel did not set an all-time record high. Gas at $4.48. 0.3, it's up a penny and a half since yesterday. Diesel down 0.2 cents. So there is good news to be found. Diesel down 0.2 cents. But the biggest sign yet that they are not ready for prime time is the nationwide shortage of baby formula that will likely drag on until the end of the year, we're now being told. There was a whistleblower in September and a plant shut down in February. That's right, Abbott closed its Sturgis, Michigan plant 3 full months ago. And the administration was put on notice right then that a massive shortage was likely coming, and they did nothing to head it off, nothing. On Sunday, Senile Joe finally had to say something about it, but he did so only after saying he had to because it was front page news. Yeah, Joe, thanks. You mean babies could starve if it hadn't made the headlines? Joe, it's been going on for a while now, just so you know. But what he said was remarkable, not in a good way. You see, Joe Biden says they needed to be mind readers to get ahead of the baby formula crisis, despite being warned in September, told in February that this was going to be a big problem that they should focus on immediately. Despite all that, here was his response.
Should you have taken those steps sooner before parents got to these shelves and couldn't find formula?
If we'd been better mind readers, I guess we could have, but we moved as quickly as the problem became apparent to us. And we have to move with caution as well as speed.
We have to be better mind readers? That's what he really said. We have to be better mind readers. In fact, I want to hear that again. Can we play that again? That was so remarkable. I'd like to hear the president say, be better mind readers. Listen.
Should you have taken those steps sooner before parents got to these shelves and couldn't find formula?
If we'd been better mind readers, I guess we could have, but we moved as quickly as the problem became apparent to us. And we have to move with caution as well as speed.
With caution as well as speed. Caution. There's no formula to be found for a lot of folks, especially if you have a child that has an allergy or a special need when it comes to nutrition. You're out of luck. Now, when the socialist Democrats lose little Chucky Todd, they all know there's a big disaster coming. I mean, when Chuck Todd of NBC News starts hammering on you, you've lost one of your most consistent, dedicated far-left allies on TV. Listen to this.
Voters' views about the economy begin to harden in an election year around May. That theory holds. Democrats are in some serious trouble right now because in our new NBC News poll, just 16% say the country's headed in the right direction, while a whopping 75% say we're on the wrong track. In fact, that wrong track number has been 70 plus for 7 months, which in the past has signaled big losses for the governing party. President Biden's numbers have hit a new low. Only 39% approve of his job performance against 56% who disapprove. In fact, the president has now become as unpopular as Donald Trump in this poll.
Wow, as unpopular as Donald Trump now in this poll. That's, because that's the way, that's the way Chuck Todd has to behave. Right? Because Chuck Todd has to pick sides here. He has to say, well, let's take a shot at Donald Trump. We need to get that in, of course. But there's a reason. There is a reason that if we had what England has, we could have a no confidence vote right now, right? We could have a no confidence vote right now, which would make a lot of sense. Because who has confidence in this administration right now? I can tell you the parents looking for formula have no confidence whatsoever. How could they possibly? When I'm looking at brand new gas prices, oh, and by the way, let me tell you this. How close is California? 598.3. By tomorrow, California's average for gasoline will be $6. The average in California will be $6. In Nevada, where there's a critical Senate race, gas now $5.17. In Arizona, another critical Senate race, gas $4.75. Pennsylvania, another critical race, $4.62. By the way, it's not just California at $5 now and Nevada. It's also Oregon at $5, Washington at $5.03. The entire country, you see, is watching this failure come full circle. And the failure is hurting families and parents. And the fact that they knew the shortage was coming all the way back in February. And their comment is, well, if we'd been better mind readers. That's insulting to parents, to moms. And that's why the numbers for Joe Biden now are collapsing dramatically among parents because of failures like this. And there's no help in sight because despite all the big things that need to be done, they're not even capable of doing the small things. And that's what's deeply frightening. By the way, according to the Babylon Bee that must be listening to the program, Joe Biden also deeply relieved to hear there's no shortage of adult diapers. Unnamed sources inside the White House and the Oopsie Cleanup Division say President Joe Biden has expressed relief after being given the news that although there is a massive shortage of formula, there's no shortage of adult diapers. The reassuring news came after the president called an emergency meeting with manufacturers of dependent FitFlex incontinence underwear for men with dry shield technology that provides all-day comfort and guarantees maximum absorbency. Love the Babylon Bee. All right, we'll take a quick break. More about the failures here and what we're facing. And Joe Biden in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.